After completing the first portion of this essay, I was able to learn a lot about researching historical context and providing my very own perspective on the essay, which I haven't done a lot of this term for my undergraduate program. I was always fascinated by historical monsters and legends like La Llorona, also known as the Weeping Woman, who is a famous legend on Mexican identity, has historical relevance in representing how betrayal in a relationship can cause someone to perform extreme measures. Although La Llorona's story happened a very long time ago, similar stories from her uh, similar stories from her have repeated themselves multiple times. For instance, in North America, there have been many similar stories where women have murdered their husbands due to finding out they were disloyal. While I was conducting this essay, what worked for me was how easy the guidelines was to follow compared to a traditional essay. The reason for this is that the essay provides me with a way to generate research questions before coming to a thesis statement. As well, it provides more flexibility in my research, allowing me to narrow the sources as I go. Finding historical primary sources was difficult to find because there's still speculation as to whether or not La Renona is a true story and that it is only a folk tale. Furthermore, I found different portrayals written in different books, some of which an indigenous origin and European origin. Overall, I found this essay to be neither easy or hard, however, an intriguing research experience that I enjoyed. What I believe the nature of the feedback I received from the teaching assistant team was very impactful, as I was left with clear guidelines to follow for my upcoming essay. For instance, the teaching assistant team provided me with a source that I can use for my La Llorona essay and how I can consider implementing through the lens of gender as a woman who deviates from societal norms and are often considered evil or monster like. Not to mention, I believe the jump from almost essay 1 to 2 involves some rethinking for sure after I received the feedback from the teaching assistant team. For instance, I was recommended to do some research on how monsters has changed over time and its impacts on culture based on various representations of La Llorona in popular culture and how I can relate it to a visual analysis. From this all being said, I believe I can significantly improve my almost essay 2 after receiving the feedback team from the teaching assistants and uh, my own research and desire for La Llorona.